Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tanner, head of operations here at the Flexx Network, and today we're hosting Flexx Talk. Today I have two reoccurring guests. First, I have Rapture City.
Hi, Rapture City, the new quality assurance and guidance manager for Flexx Central in general.
And next I have Randy, or Fear the Scopes, the man with scopes for hands.
What's going on, guys? It's Fear, and I'm the Twitter manager and promoter here at the Flexx Network.
So guys, basically, I guess we're going to cover a wrap-up of E3 today, and our opinions on everything but Black Ops, because we know what happened with that. So, start off, Halo 4. Take it off, guys.
You can go first. I didn't see too much of E3 personally, so...
Well, what they released for Halo 4 was about a 10-15 minute gameplay footage and about 5 trailers for it, and the gameplay footage did have a trailer at the end of it. But what I'm seeing so far, it looks really promising with where 343 Industries is going with it from where Bungie left off.
You know, I mean, I saw the gameplay, and get this, right? I watched this gameplay 3 times. Not once have I watched it all the way through. Because I got bored.
Really?
I'm serious, dude. The second he walks into the jungle, and he's like, all of a sudden he just steps into this linear path of, you know, all this resistance. There's just waves of enemies, of this new race of enemies, which don't make any sense to me. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I know they were trying to reinvent the wheel here with another enemy race, but I don't know. It feels...
It does look like the Covenant, just with a little bit of a makeover, to be honest.
Yeah, I did see some of that.
I would disagree with that. I mean, they have like floating guns and stuff, but I don't know, dude. It doesn't look.
But then again, don't forget, Halo is, you know, the futuristic game,
right,
the futuristic war game.
Well, I know, and that's not the only thing. It's just something about that gameplay. I felt like maybe that mission specifically, I would not enjoy playing at all.
Well, there's always missions like that in each Halo game. There'll be certain points in the campaign where you'll be playing, and some missions you will remember, and then some missions you won't. Like on the Combat Evolved on PC, the main mission you remember off that is when you go into the actual command base of the actual Halo, and then all the Flood can come through for the first time. Those missions will stick in your head, but there's always some missions in every game which you'll just forget about.
Right.
Yeah.
The main bit which surprised me on the trailer though was, I think it was the last 3 seconds where Cortana just kicks off about something, and I was discussing with my friend yesterday after I went to go see a film in the cinema. We were discussing that it was in Halo 1 or 2 that you hear in the background discussing that AIs, after a certain amount of time in service, start to lose their sanity in a kind of way. They start losing the plot, basically.
When you say AIs?
Cortana, mainly, which is Master Chief's basic sidekick.
Yeah.
But at the end of the trailer, she kind of goes completely berserk, and my personal opinion on it is, I think basically what it is data starting to go corrupt in her system, which makes her start doing that kind of thing.
Interesting. I did see some multiplayer footage though. And
the multiplayer looks good.
It looked good. It looked good.
Yeah, I did see a little bit, just not too much, but I did see just a little bit of the multiplayer, and it did look pretty good. I just personally think that it's going to be better than the Halo Reach one. I mean, the Halo Reach one, don't get me wrong, it was alright, but the thing is, and I was talking to Raptor about this today on Xbox, everybody always complains that every gun needs to be balanced in every single game, and they kind of did that just to start out with, in my opinion, for Halo Reach, and what that did was it kind of disabled the point of having multiple guns. Because if every gun's going to be the same, what's the point in having more than one?
Right. All right. Let's move on.
I hope they kind of do a little how do I put this? A little changing of you know, some of the strong points and weaknesses of some of the weapons.
Yeah. So next one, Medal of Honor Warfighter, which so far as far as I'm concerned, has sweeped the FPS show.
Yeah.
I heard they won I heard they won a ton of awards because they're going off on their Twitter like crazy, tooting their own horn, oh, we just won the best FPS of E3.
Well, when you win something important like that, I mean, I would brag about it too.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just saying. But
yeah, I know what you mean.
I think what they showed was good looking, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. And
yeah.
From what they're saying that they're gonna push Frostbite 2 even farther, I'm interested.
Well, Frostbite 2 is already good enough. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off like crazy, Raptor.
Yeah, what are you doing? Now, what you can see on the gameplay anyway, when you see for Warfighter, it does look really good anyway. It looks probably better than what you're getting at Battlefield at the moment. And most of the gameplay that you did see at E3 was on Xbox. It wasn't on PC.
Right. Yeah.
So imagine what it's going to look like on PC.
Yeah. It looks good, and at this moment, I'm looking forward to it a hell lot more than Black Ops 2 right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm worried that they're going to go kind of in that weird direction that the last Medal of Honor went, where it almost didn't make sense, and it lost its appeal very quickly.
Well, I think with the first Medal of Honor, it towards the end of the campaign, and especially the multiplayer, it felt very arcadey. It felt like it was Call of Duty in a Battlefield kind of universe. It just didn't feel right with its kill streaks and this one-hit kill sniper
You know
rifle.
what though? That's essentially what Medal of Honor is. I mean, no vehicles. It's smaller maps, and it's
Well, they said the multiplayer maps will be getting smaller from the last Medal of Honor, but it will still be the same game modes, and they'll be introducing new ones and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I didn't really notice in the last Medal of Honor, I didn't really notice too many, the smaller type of maps. I just noticed a lot more close quarters maps.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing that stood out. It did not necessarily to hold on.
Oops.
My mic just like pooped on me. But, it wasn't necessarily the fact that the maps were smaller. It's the fact that, they were a lot close quarters, so if they're gonna make the map smaller and more close quarters, I think that's a little bit toward the Modern Warfare 3 schedule there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just my opinion on it.
As long as it isn't Modern Warfare 3, then I'll be happy.
As long as it's not Modern Warfare 3, it's one of the best.
Breaking news: Medal of Honor Warfighter changing its title to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Well, I saw somebody change it to Medal of Warfare Modern Warfighter something, and it was basically just a massive rip-off of both Medal of Honor and Call of Duty. It was funny.
Yeah. And then now Far Cry 3, really interesting game that's gained a lot of popularity, and it's the third one, but it's the first time I've heard about it, which personally says something about how it's really projecting itself.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it too much in the past, and I've heard a decent amount of stuff about it recently. So
yeah, development-wise, it started off very quiet. I mean, only at the last E3 they released it's like an 8-9 minute gameplay footage for it, and they basically left it for a whole year and put until about a month ago when they started actually releasing trailers for it, and it looks very promising. It looks much better than 2. I enjoyed 2, but it was so repetitive in its gameplay. But the single player looks really interesting. It still has the damage on the guns, so say like if your weapons can jam if they're rusted and that kind of thing. Now, instead of on the first Far Cry on PC, if you were swimming for an absolute age, nothing would happen. In this one, it does what Scarface did on PS2. A shark will end up coming after you and trying to eat you, which in Scarface just to ate you, and the first time you see that, you will actually shit yourself. I know I because I hate sharks.
That explains it.
But yeah, it looks really promising. The graphics on it look amazing though.
It looks
the
very
graphics,
vibrant.
The graphics are one of the things that are gonna sweep it away.
Yeah.
I mean, so the graphics in Far Cry 2 they were good, but you can kind of tell that there were some really, really bad rough edges towards it. It was like, say if you were like playing on a Minecraft on Xbox, you had the limited world. Far Cry 2 had that, but instead of just being water, it was just desert.
Yeah.
And then you pass out from dehydration, it would reset you somewhere on the map. But the multiplayer has a lot of potential as well. It looks like an Uncharted first-person shooter kind of multiplayer, which
Yeah.
I like the Uncharted multiplayer when my PS3 decides to work online. But it did look very good.
Interesting.
No shark eating in this one, thank God.
Another game that has really broken through the mold is Watch Dogs, something that I don't think we've... I can confidently say that we have never seen anything like this before.
I think it was also only announced at E3.
Right. This was the first time
Yeah, then I mean, like I said, I didn't see any E3 at all really, so I'm not too big in this subject.
Well, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like a mixture of like a modern day Assassin's Creed mixed with Syndicate, and it would make sense with Syndicate because it's made by EA.
Right.
But it's like a detective kind of thing.
It's so original. Like it just oozes originality. It's so
I heard
cool.
about it some. I didn't see, like I said, I didn't see too much of E3, but I did hear that this was one of the higher up games up there.
Also, it looks good. Visually, it looks really good.
Yeah.
And I think they've done a really good job portraying what it's supposed to be, when it comes down to, it's all about technological stuff. And they've put it in this sort of alternate future, almost.
Yeah, where technology has all become data encrypted and coded and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it does remind me a lot of Syndicate, because Syndicate kind of had a similar thing, but it was based on like a business war. But this looks a lot more original. It does seem a lot. It's like that's a better way of doing it. LA Noir, but in the future.
Right,
That
exactly.
seems like a lot better way of explaining it.
Can we safely say that this is going to be a single player only game?
I'd love to see multiplayer on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
How would it work though?
Well, towards the end of the gameplay trailer, which what I saw, you had all the shooting and stuff like that. Right. You could have like races, like GTA. You could have similar to stuff to what GTA has, so just team deathmatch, races, that kind of thing. You could do that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, done with Watch Dogs. I've been kind of pushing us through our topics, not like I usually do, because I want to get to this topic, which is drawing a lot of controversy.
This is the one that I am huge in. Yeah, I know. I've been quiet for the entire time. This is where I'm stepping out here.
This is where Randy gets some redemption here.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Battlefield Premium.
Oh my God, I personally am picking it up tomorrow. I've heard
I was
a lot
expecting a negative response.
Yeah, me and Fear are tempted to end up picking it up tomorrow.
I'm hearing a lot. I don't know how to explain it in one word. I can go over some of the things I guess you could say that are in it. I mean,
tell me
what?
why. Tell me why now that I play Battlefield.
Well, it's. My mic just keeps like pooping on me and like just banging up and stuff. I don't know, but it's not necessarily just for new weapons and backpacks you get early like Call of Duty Elite. You also get other things. Like me, I like the little things that they try to include. Like you get dog tags, you get a new knife, which personally to me looks like a box cutter.
Yeah, but, that's exactly what someone else told me the other day. They were like, "Dude, I just got knifed by something that looks like a box cutter."
Yeah.
But basically, why now that I'm playing Battlefield, why every time I'm getting killed, I see premium player? I mean, it's the vast majority of my killers are premium players.
Well,
why is that?
Well, probably I think a reason why is because it's in the Battlefield area. It's so popular. Because if you got the guys who, especially in my opinion, because I'm a huge live streamer, and I always see guys that has battle or premium in the beginning of their stream titles, and that's mostly because like the guys that play Battlefield seriously, play to do videos and live stream and stuff, they kind of get the extra rep from having said, yeah, I'm a Battlefield premium player.
Right. And I'm tempted to get it because What's annoying me personally is that I just bought Back to Karkan, and
Yeah, if you bought the premium, you would have got it for free.
right, exactly. See, I was totally out of the know, and now this came along, $50.
Yeah, that's something I
and-
think they could have released a little bit earlier, saying that, hey, you know, if you don't have Back to Karkland, premium comes out, you get it. But that's probably the only thing. But I mean, you get also, you know, the map packs that are coming early. I mean, they've already released the dates for all of them. I'm actually looking on the battle. This is how much I'm into the Battlefield Premium. I'm actually looking at the page right now for them. The next one, other than, you know, Back to Karkland and Close Quarters, is actually for Xbox is coming out. Well, the 12th. I don't know when this video is getting uploaded, but the next one is coming in September of 2012 called Armored Kill.
Yeah, dude, why is it taking so long for that to come out? Like September?
I don't know. The next, and then after that, it's in December, so it's kind of a short period.
See, I think that's wrong. They
kind of have a one a long time away, and then short, and then after that's a short one.
But don't they have 2 more after Armored Kill?
Yeah, they have Aftermath, that's the one I was talking about. It's coming out in December, and then there's one called Endgame, which I'm guessing that's kind of means the last map pack, which is coming out in March of 2013.
March?
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah. The one thing which I do know about Endgame is EA said it has the single most. It's the biggest that Battlefield have ever had as a map.
I heard that was coming out in Armored Kill.
I thought it was Endgame.
So you're saying Endgame is just going to be one fucking huge map?
If it is one huge map, then I want to slap somebody in the face. But if it's like one huge map and then like another 4 or 5 with the guns and with the vehicles and that kind of stuff, then I don't mind.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they also I'm also looking at the page right now, and it says that the value to get everything separately is $75.
Yeah. It turns out slightly cheaper if you do it. Saves yourself Microsoft point terms wise. It saves yourself about 800 Microsoft points, and then plus you do get double XP and then soldier special offers and all that kind of stuff on top of that as well.
What I want to know is there stuff other than cheesy dog tags or some box cutter that is completely exclusive to premium?
Camps on the guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get camos, battle log. You get live stat tracker. So as you're playing, you know it automatically updates. You know, normally on Battlefield it updates about 10 minutes or 15 minutes at the end of the game. Which this is kind of something a little bit smaller, but you know you get the live stat tracker. You get stats reset feature, which means you can pretty much reset your rank. You get change up your emblem if you're one of the bigger platoon guys. You get to save up to 5 of your favorite battle reports. You get I'm looking at the stuff that comes in game. You get a game knife. You get a bunch of dog tags, stuff like that. I mean, it's strategy guides, but I mean, it's the little things to me that they try to throw in the account.
It's like for me, what if I decide not to get, let's say, Aftermath, because I know I'm getting Armored Kill.
Well, then I mean it's kind of be like
because then it's gonna be like, well, then it's not really worth it for me.
I mean, if you don't get a map pack, then what do you mean? If you have premium
if I buy premium and I decide this,
I mean, well then that's kind of on you,
right?
Yeah, it comes down to.
I mean, it's a free map pack. I wouldn't see why you wouldn't download it. It's if you're gonna get it free.
Yeah. Well, whatever, I suppose. Battlefield Premium sounds like we're on the pro side of it, and it seems to be popular. So, I guess we'll wrap this up. Any final thoughts, guys?
No, I think that's it.
Rapture.
Apart from, I just want to mention 2 games quickly: The Last of Us and Dead Space 3 E3. Check them out because they both look really good.
All right, sweet, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.